Okay. All right, we're good now.
All righty. So we're going to start off talking about the MAW show that happened Saturday night over in Faribault. It was pretty much when I got there, people were still coming in the door. It was packed for that venue, which was pretty good. Then they introduced a big surprise, which I didn't know. I thought I was just going to the standard wrestling show, and then they introduced Mr. Kennedy as their guest, and he was signing autographs, and he had a big announcement to make throughout the night. So the first match, I kind of forgot who it was. It was one guy. I forget who the first match was, but the first match for an opening match was all right. A lot of back and forth. The second match of the night, it was drawing a blank here on who it was. Not really sure who the second match was, but after that, Kennedy came to the ring and did his stuff they used to do in the WWE with, where he was waiting for the microphone to drop down. He had the ring, he got a chair. He had the ring announcer thought he was bringing the chair for him to sit in, but that wasn't the case. So ring announcer had to get on top of the chair and bring the microphone down to Kennedy. So got this thing too. March 1st, the Academy is going to be reopening, and they are partnering. They're going to be partners with MAW. From what Kennedy said, that they are, they got a new building, like 25,000 square feet. So yeah. So I pretty much when intermission got out, I kind of went over and I talked to him a little bit. You know what I talked to him about, but I'm not going to announce it until I get clarification from him whether or not he's going to do it.
Okay.
And then another thing was then after intermission got over with, Jerry Allricker came to the ring, and here we come to find out that there was no Horace the Psychopath. I really don't know what went on with Horace, if something happened with MAW and Horace throughout the day, or if Horace just didn't, unless he just pulled a no-show. No one really knows. MAW hasn't really officially gave a statement on what happened, but I've been talking with Jerry throughout the day, and according to Jerry, Horace had something going on that he just couldn't get to the show on time. But I've seen other posters of the MAW with Horace on there, and they state that Horace will no longer be a part of their shows. I don't know if there was a falling out, but that will be a story for Friday night when we have Jerry Allricker on the show, and that is a 9:00 start. Tomorrow night we have Cody O'Neill, and that's an 8:00 start.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Oops.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and do the second part of the announcement.
Okay. Where's the list again? All right. Yeah. So we were thinking about since the show has been getting out a little bit more now that we might have start putting more on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm already putting stuff on Instagram with under the underscore phenomenal underscore figures, and been posting about that, just same post as Facebook, but another platform, and already doing an Instagram live video right here just to get more word out about it and have another platform to be on. And then Twitter, we don't officially have one yet, but we might start one within the next couple of months to get more word out like that. Because I know some people are more, some people prefer other social medias compared to others, so we'll just be on pretty much all of it. So
Right. And so if everyone has any questions about Instagram or Twitter, you can direct message me or Jeryn, and we'll be more than happy to give you guys any information we have. I'm thinking the start for Twitter will probably launch in June, maybe early July. Depends on how much work that me and Jeryn can put in on it. But there'll definitely be a Twitter account for the talk show. Another thing is too is I have emailed a few of the female wrestlers to see if they would be interested in coming onto the podcast. Heard back from OBD today, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm interested, but it's gonna cost $150." It's like, no, not giving you $150 to appear on our show.
yeah, he's a great wrestler, but we just definitely don't have the money for that. So.
No, I mean this is pretty much free to anyone that wants to come on and talk about their careers and stuff. I also reached out to Molly Holly too, which I don't know if she will get back to me or not. I think she's going to be a trainer at the academy too. I know it's Sean Davari, Ken, and I think her as well.
Yeah, they were previous trainers there before the pandemic, so
yeah,
probably most likely that they'll be back.
Yeah, and March 2nd, another guest, we got Travis Sharp coming on. He's a former Steel Domain Wrestling announcer. He did all their announcing for them. So he'll be on March 2nd at 8 o'clock. A little bit of a side note. AWF has a new heavyweight champion now. Bill Williams defeated Kyle Pro this weekend. And Tony DiNucci has just announced that the AWF is going to have tag team championship now. So now might be time for a system to think about going back.
Yeah, might be a good idea. Bring the Rising over there. So
yeah, I don't foresee him going back. I think there was a little falling out.
Yeah.
No one really knows for sure, but if it'd be great to get Tony and the system on the show together so they could hash it out or talk about it.
Yeah. That is definitely a possible idea.
And anyway, back to the MAW results. The system did retain over what, Leonard, I think it was.
Oh, Leonard Lewis.
Yeah, which was really it was back and forth, and the system, of course, being the system, had to add some comedy to it. But he did end up head first in a trash can.
Oh.
So I'm sure he was pretty smelly, full of beer and everything, but it was fun seeing how he reacts with the crowd. I mean, everybody, they can't stand him, but he's so good at what he does that it's hard not to boo the guy. So maybe I can foresee him maybe turning face at some point in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
the main event was Santana and Little Nate against the Bad Role Models.
Oh, okay.
And somehow Little Nate and Santana pulled her out. They had that chef guy and whoever the Bad Role Models manager was. There wasn't really a lot of interaction back and forth except for towards the end where Lil Nate took off to the back fighting with one of the Bad Role Models. And so it was Santana and the chef and then the Bad Role Models manager. And then after Bad Role Models came out, started doing a beatdown, then Big Mitch Paradise came out. So he was definitely another surprise of the night too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Mitch hasn't been doing too many shows lately. He's been focusing on Paradise City Wrestling, and then he did get off. He had one. I'm pretty sure he won, but he won over at the Turtle Lake and for MAW. So yeah, he's been just doing shows here and there, and it's cool that he showed up last night or the Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. He said that that night that he had a show just down the road. And I think his show was going to start a little later because he was inviting the MAW audience to join him for their show. But they are going to be returning back to Faribault next month. I don't got a date yet. I can't remember what the date was, but they're going to have Cowboy Bob Orton come in and sign autographs. They're going to have Lagoon and Mitch Paradise will be in the main event that night in a handicap match with the Bad Role Models. And I think Kennedy is in action. They're also bringing Rachel Ellering in.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's going to be a stacked show. Speaking of Rachel Ellering, she was just released by Impact Wrestling. So I think she's going to possibly be doing independents around Minnesota and Wisconsin and Iowa. And I'm going to try to talk with her at the next show and see if she would be interested in coming on, because what I would like to do is try to make April as an all-female month, to have different female wrestlers come on and talk with us about their craft and all that stuff. And I've been trying to get a hold of Aaron Corbin because he was interested in coming back on too, because he's having a show on Saturday at 1:00 at a church in Albert Lee, I think it is. So before we end our podcast tonight, I'm going to try to reach out to him and see if he would like to come on while Cody's on, because I know him and Cody have a friendship outside of this too. So I think it'd be kind of nice to surprise Cody with Aaron on there.
Yeah.
And the last time I looked, I think we had like 700 viewers that were watching each of our shows. So,
okay.
So, well, that's all I got for now. 8:00 tomorrow night, we should be able to get Cody right on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. We'll catch you tomorrow night then.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yep.